So we have Night Train tonight, directed by Greg Mortensen. And again, this is Gena Acosta's play. We have Andy Vest, who's playing woman, Brendan, Patrick Connor, who is playing man. Again, I'm so happy that you guys are here. I apologize for the delay, and we will see you after for a talk back. All right, thanks.
Night Train by Gena Acosta. Setting, the Path train station, Hoboken, New Jersey. Time, late at night, a few years ago. Lights up, deserted waiting area of the Hoboken Path train station. A bench. Discarded newspapers and magazines are scattered about. It's very late. Man enters with a duffel bag, checks the schedule on the board, checks his watch, then pulls a sailing magazine from the bag, yawns, and attempts to read. A woman hurries in, overcoat, sensible shoes, efficiently wheeling a small bag. She checks the schedule, checks her watch, taps it, puts it to her ear. Frustrated, she leans towards the man.
Excuse me, do you have the time?
Yeah, I'd say it is 11:36, but you know, my watch is slow.
Oh, my stars! Hi!
Oh, well, hello. Jesus.
I cannot believe this. It's been like
20 years.
20 years. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Wow. You look terrific.
Oh, so do you. How are you?
Oh, great. I'm just great.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I just finished up a late last-minute meeting in the city, and I'm heading home to South Orange.
Wow. So, you married?
She nudges him on the arm.
Did you get married? Do not tell me you got married.
I got married.
You rascal.
Yeah, almost 15 years now.
Oh, that is wonderful.
Yeah, it is.
So, you still here, living in South Orange?
Well, yeah. Well, we were, but, and I still cannot believe this, just last month, we bought a 38-foot sailboat, fully outfitted, and tomorrow, we're setting sail for Tahiti.
Tahiti? Oh, my stars, that is amazing.
Can you believe that?
Wait a minute. You always said you were afraid of the water.
Well, we grow.
We do.
Yeah. So after I retired, I took up sailing.
My word. So you're retiring from that same computer company?
No. I went into adult diapers. Yeah. Free and easy elder pull-ups.
What? No. Oh, I see those all the time. The purple box. That's you?
That's me.
Those things are everywhere. You're like a celebrity.
Oh, not really. No. I just patented a new elastic waistband for him. You know, better hold and support, and sales just skyrocketed. And before you knew it, I was able to get out of the rat race a little earlier.
Wonderful.
Yeah, but mostly I just consult now, and you know, since my wife's been retired for years, you know, we figured why not get the heck out of here, you know, and make our dreams come true and set sail to paradise.
Oh, my heavens. Well, that is something.
Yeah. Yeah. So what about you? Are you married?
Yes, 10 years, living in San Francisco.
Francisco.
Yeah. But my mom's still here, so I come back to see her. That's what I'm here. But yeah, I'm married. Ralph.
Wow. Well, so San Fran, is that where the two of you met?
No, we met here, the Bubble Lounge. You know it?
West Broadway, baby.
Yeah. That's it. Saturday night, blind date.
No, you went on a blind date?
We were engaged the next Friday.
Wow.
Right?
I look at you, misengaged a week later. Someone's gotten a little crazy in the past 20 years.
No.
Yes. Kids?
Oh, no kids.
Oh.
We tried.
Well, that sounds like fun.
Listen to you.
I know, I'm terrible, but look, all I got to do was, kiss you a little bit here and there, and there.
No, stop it. You're making a happily married woman blush.
I'm sorry, Ralph. I meant no disrespect. I'm sure you're a hell of a guy.
He is. Yeah, he really is. Well, he used to model for Italian Vogue.
Italian Vogue?
Yeah. And then he went into working with therapy animals, and he cooks.
Jesus.
I know. He makes these wonderful organic soups for these little gourmet markets near us, near Fisherman's Wharf. And on weekends, he works with the Shetland ponies, the smallish horses. Mm-hmm. And he's amazing, gentle with the equines, a genius in the kitchen. And I don't have to do anything except hand him the spices.
Well, that's really great. Wow.
Thanks.
I just can't get over seeing you again.
It's unbelievable, of all places.
Yeah. And I'm so glad things are going so good for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And you too. Tahiti.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All that blue water. I can't stand it. Again, congratulations on everything. You really deserve it. You're a good person.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Well, I should check with the Cyclops in the booth, see if my train's on time.
I'm surprised she could even read the train schedule. Did you see the pile of bones she was gnawing on?
What is she eating in there?
What? More like who? Check missing persons.
Oh, you're terrible.
Well,
my train's gonna
yeah, mine too.
A moment, and then they embrace. It lasts longer than it should. She pulls away, shaking her head.
What is it?
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, Heavenly Father, forgive me. I cannot believe I am doing this.
What? Doing what?
I love you.
What?
I have loved you and thought about you every second of every day we've been apart. And I know I'm cracking up because we didn't even really date, but sweet Jesus, I haven't been able to get you out of my head since I saw you. I mean, I have had this fantasy about us being together, and now, well, here you are, right? In front of me when everything in my life is so awful.
Oh my God, what do you mean awful? You have this beautiful life. I mean, what about Ralph?
Oh, goddamn son of a bitch, I hate him. I wish he were dead.
What?
Dead. He's a maniac. He needs to be in a cage. No, he's violent, a violent, oversexed fiend with the whatchamacallit, the Tourette's syndrome, which I was not aware of until we were at the altar, and he starts calling the priest a whore. And my grandmother, almighty forgive me, a cock slut, just screaming it over and over, whore, cock slut, whore, oh. And no one in his wolf pack of a family thought to tell me this. No one. They said he had it under control, but you know, the stress of the wedding like activated it. I don't know what the flip. So we tried working through it, even acquiring him 2 rabbits because Dr. Shakopopoulos, Ralph's therapist, said that they were serene creatures, good for the nerves and whatnot. And for a little while, Ralph seemed okay. Yeah, but then I hear him start calling the bunnies whores and, again, forgive me, fuckers, and screaming in their little rabbit tiny faces, "You right-wing assholes!" until the little things nearly had a seizure. So then we tried some group therapy at the Hoboken Community Center. Yeah, they have a Tourette's support group. But as we are sitting in a circle there in the Frank Sinatra Jr. room, some big-bosomed mute woman with glitter eyeshadow signs across to Ralph to cut off his tongue. Yes, to relieve him of his demons, she signs that Ralph needs to cut off his tongue. I could not believe what I was seeing, so I go right up to her and I scream, "Look, you Jersey bitch! Why don't you worry about your own demons and cut off your back fat?" Forgive my ugliness towards the disabled, but Ralph went nuts. You know, and when we got home, he did it with my best ginsu, right off. That's when Dr. Shakopopoulos told us we had to move as to involve Ralph with more quiet, nurturing aspects of life. So that's when we took up with the ponies and the soup, and it's been a nightmare ever since. I mean, first it was the cussing, but now it's the grunting and the pointing, and I have no idea what he wants. And this whole time I've got these thoughts of you crashing through my brain, making me crazy, and now you're here, right in front of me. Oh, dear God, I'm sorry. I have to catch my train. I'm sorry.
No. I haven't been able to stop thinking about you either. Come with me.
What?
Yeah. Come on, let's do this all over. Come away with me. Come right now.
Well, wait. No, I can't. I can't.
No, yes. No, you can.
No, you have your plans. You have a wife.
No. My wife's gonna be dead soon.
Oh my Lord, I'm so sorry. Is she sick?
What? No. She's 102. Actually, 103 next month.
Years old?
But she's practically deaf, and she's nearly blind, so she won't even know you're there.
Your wife is 103 years old?
Yeah. Look, love doesn't have an age. Okay, we met at an elder pull-up trade show in Teaneck, and we fell for each other immediately. But, you know, we've grown apart, and to be honest, she's never really been too keen on the idea of life at sea.
The woman is over 100.
Well, no. She swears that age has nothing to do with it. You know, she's afraid she's going to roll overboard in her wheelchair.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
You know, I've tried to assure her over and over that if I could strap added support to elderly incontinence, I sure as hell could strap a 102-year-old woman to the mast of a boat. But yeah, she's changed. You know, she doesn't feel up to it. She wants to stay inside, you know, where it's warm. You know, she's lost her sense of adventure. But me, no, I gotta be out there. I gotta be out there, and I feel like I haven't been able to breathe or see a sunset for a long time. But right now, this moment, finally, seeing your face again tells me that and I need to start my life over with what we had with you, not Mabel. Come with me.
I don't know. I gotta think.
No. Don't think. See, because if you think, you'll lose your nerve, and you'll lose your nerve, and you'll get on that train, and you'll go back. And you'll go back to what? To demanding, bitter, tongueless Ralph? Listening to his growls while he makes his soup day in and day out? Torturing you with with his grunts for oregano or paprika or potatoes or leeks. Or maybe he just grunts at the sight of you, his beautiful, vibrant wife. This gorgeous, lingual woman who, unlike him, has the power to use her voice and her throat and her lips and her tongue. Anything she wants.
Oh, my dear Jesus, I can't rush into anything again. This is how I ended up with Ralph. And look, you're the one who ended it between us. So you gotta live with that.
It was a mistake, and I am not letting you go again.
I was in love with you.
And I was in love with you. I was in love with you. And I know I screwed it up because I didn't know how to tell you back then, but it's different.
No, I don't believe you. I think you're just looking for a way out of shackling an old woman to the mast of a ship, and I'm your excuse. I'm getting a taxi.
No, stop. No, stop. I had your name tattooed across my chest.
You had my name tattooed, but you hate tattoos.
But I love you. Love you with me for all these years.
Who are you?
Who am I? Let me tell you about who I am. I'm a man. I'm a man who likes sitting with the cold beer and listening to good jazz. I'm a man who likes reading the Sunday Times. I like dogs. And I like my coffee black as hell. And I could do without sports, but I admit there's nothing like watching the first pitch on opening day or the last game of the series. I like Greece, but I love Italy. And I love fresh flowers. And I put them on my parents' grave every Sunday, God rest their souls, because they love their gardens. And I love kids. And since we couldn't have one of our own, maybe we could adopt one. Who knows? You know, and not just some squeaky clean perfect kid who'll get snatched up in a heartbeat. No. We'll get some imperfect kid. You know, someone who's born with his brain on the outside of his skull or a lazy eye. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because it'd be ours. And because of that kid would be perfect. And you want to know what else? The thought of making love with you, of being inside of you for the first time in a warm bed and falling asleep in your arms has been turning me inside out since I walked away from you 20 years ago. Now, what else? What else do you need to know?
Where have you been?
Well, prison mostly, but the point is...
Wait, prison? For what?
Well, murdering my parents. But what I wanted to tell you...
What?
Look, that's their word for it, murder, okay? Look, a number of years ago when I was caring for my parents, my father fell off the roof and he was paralyzed. And he said to me that he didn't want to live that way. And he begged me to end his suffering. And my mother, she didn't want to live without him. So she said to me, son, it's now spring and the zinnias have bloomed. So please, son, give us our peace. And she asked me to bring them her bottle of pills.
So you assisted them peacefully. You didn't really murder them.
Well, the pills didn't work, so I had to hit them with their garden shovel.
Oh.
And then finally shoot them. But what I am trying to say to you and trying to tell you is that I got out on good behavior, right? Because prison was pure hell. You know, the clink is no place for amateurs. But thinking of you, hoping to one day find you, to look into your eyes again, that got me through it. And that's where I got your tattoo.
Wait, Peter and Paul, can I see it?
Three-Finger Tito. The man is a master. It took him 22 hours using nothing more than a rock and a sharpened piece of bone.
Oh my Lord above, it's like my whole name is flippin' chiseled across your chest. You're insane.
I might be.
You're murdering your parents? Years in prison? This masochistic degradation to your body? And you say you've been in love with me this whole time?
Yes.
Fiery Christ, I am so turned on right now.
Yeah?
Oh, my flippin' fuck yes.
Yeah. You're not blushing anymore.
I live with a sex-crazed, tongueless maniac. We grow.
Oh, yes, we do.
And if Ralph did have a tongue, he'd tell you how much I love sex. I adore it, you hear me? And no one has perfected the screaming Spanish pony thrust better than this girl. So what do you think of that?
What do I think? I think I like ponies that scream and thrust.
Take me.
They rush to each other, feverishly attacking one another's buttons and buckles. The man stops and indicates the unseen ticket taker.
What about,
No, forget her. Forget everyone.
What about-
Take me now.
They passionately work their way behind the bench and sink out of sight.
Yes. Yes, take me now.
Yes, I'm taking you now.
Yes, yes, Mother of Guadalupe, take me. What? Well, why aren't you taking me?
The man stands up, ravaged, vacant.
Guadalupe, it's my wife's name.
Why, I thought you said your wife's name was Mabel.
Yeah, Mabel's her American name that she was given when her family fled to the States during the American Revolution of 1910 when she was 3. She was born in Juarez, Guadalupe Hidalgo Rivera, and sometimes I call her my Chichichita Guadalupia.
We can't do this.
No, yes, we can. Her name just caught me off guard. No, please.
No, we can't.
Yeah, I know.
They quietly begin to put themselves back together.
Hey, yeah, Tahiti's gonna be great. Yeah, and Mabel, she'll come around. You know, just keep her warm and strap her tight to that mast. And if you want, I can give you a recipe for a good hot squash soup.
Yeah, thank you. You know, anything that she could eat with a spoon or sip through a straw, it works really well for her.
That's sweet. You know, some nights when the fog rolls in over the Golden Gate and Ralph and I can smell the ocean outside our window, Ralph's grunts and squeaks remind me of whale songs.
Yeah. Well, you know, it was really nice running into you again.
Yeah, you too.
Listen,
A jarring, unintelligible train announcement sounds. She grabs her bag.
Oh, that's my train. I really gotta,
Yeah, I know. Hey,
She stops, looks at him. He grabs her fiercely, and they hold on to one another. And they hold and hold, and then kiss. A really good kiss. And then they look at one another.
you got everything?
yes. No. No, I don't have everything.
They stand facing each other as the final boarding announcement sounds. The lights fade out. End of play.
All right.
Right.
Everybody, so there's applause. Oh, we have bravos and clap. Lots of applause going on behind me. You guys, fantastic. All right, we're gonna do, you guys, fantastic. Thank you very much. Everybody, thanks for putting up with my technical craziness. You guys are brilliant. All of you, fantastic, bravo. We're going to do a talk back right now. Something I forgot to mention is that if you go to the webpage, there actually is a virtual tip jar. So if you want to tip the performers or this creative team, then just go hit on that tip jar, and all of the money goes to the people that you see on screen right now. Completely up to you. But obviously this is always free every week, 5 o'clock, a smartphone theater. Okay, so we have hands. So you guys can do one of two things. You can either type a message in, or you can raise your hand, and I will, and I'll hopefully be able to make you talk. I'll hopefully be able to turn on your microphone, and you can talk to everybody directly. Okay, so Christina's heart says, "Thanks, guys, really fun." Hey, Christina.
Thank you, Christina.
Jamie, I have your hand up. Is that from before or after? Let me see. I'm gonna unmute. Let me see.
Yeah, I think.
Jamie, I've got you, Jamie.
Yeah.
Hey, Jamie.
Hey.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, thank you for joining us.
Oh, it was hilarious.
Awesome.
It was so much fun. But my hand was not raised. I must have done that in a weird way. But did you rewrite this, or was this I saw it so long ago.
Yeah, I probably did some rewrites on it since then. So I probably made a few changes, but.
Hilarious. I needed this.
Oh, thank you. Thank you
Well done.
so much.
Great.
Well done, well acted. It was a pleasure.
Thanks, Jamie.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Jamie.
Thanks, Jamie.
Thank you.
All right, Mark Jacobs.
Hey.
Mark
Hi, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I loved it. And the acting was wonderful.
Thank you.
Aw,
Both of you were fantastic. But Gena, not that I've ever seen the whole movie, but it reminded me a little bit of that British film, Brief Encounter. Did you
Yes.
have that in mind at all?
No, I actually didn't, but I saw a Brief Encounter years after I wrote this.
Okay.
So, but it is kind of a little kind of that. Well, and the really cool thing is Annie and Brendan are my two original cast. When I first wrote this, I literally, I had to hand it off to them in a cold reading, and they just took it from there. So
they were
I
wonderful.
was so happy to get the kids, the band back together again. So.
Yeah. I was laughing out loud during so much of it. But some favorite lines. I went into adult diapers. Frank Sinatra Jr. Rec Room. The fact that the Italian husband goes from having Tourette's to grunting with a no tongue. And also when he said my wife's going to be dead soon, and he said she's 103, or he said she's 103 and she said years old. The dialogue is just so delicious. It's really wonderful.
Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Mark. And this is coming from a very, very, very good writer yourself.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yes.
Getting lots of good tips from you. It's just delightful. How has it gotten out there? Is it because it's such a great piece? Is it?
It actually
what's the
was
history?
produced, it was published and produced after it was produced here in LA with Annie and Brendan, who you're seeing. It actually went to New York, and it played in New York for like almost 2 months in a short play festival.
Oh, great.
In Washington Square Park.
Yeah.
So it actually had some coastal traction.
Both sides. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's delicious. It's great.
Thank you so much, Mark.
Okay. I'm just gonna, what do we have here? Let's see. So Kelly Koenig says, so therapeutic to laugh out loud. Gena, XOXOXO. We've got lots of XOs.
Thank
Jeanette,
you, Kelly. I think she may have seen the original one with Brendan and Annie way back when we did it. I think she was one of our first ones, but Kelly's my girl.
Hey, Kel.
And then Mike Friedman says, fantastic job, you guys. Thank you. Hello, Mike.
Thank you so much, Mike.
Daria says, Daria Leva.
Yep.
Highlight of the evening, so fun, Daria Michelle.
Thank you, ladies.
And anybody, you could feel free to raise your hands or any of the above if you like. We still have a bunch of people on. We'll go for another 5 minutes or so. Tom says, well written, and boy, that Gena was marvelous. You know. Sarah, hopefully you're on. Wait a minute, let me see. Do I have to unmute? Unmute Sarah.
Hey,
Sarah.
Todd.
Hey,
Hi.
Sarah. There you go.
Fantastic work all around. I don't know if it was a technical glitch or if it was just a technical glitch on my end, but the coitus interruptus moment got like glitchy. I wasn't clear what happened. Can Gena, maybe could you just explain, like, did someone say the wrong name? What?
Yes.
Literally the exact moment I was like, no.
There was a glitch on our end too, and just as that was happening, it froze on our end as well. But as they're getting into it behind the bench, and she's saying, take me, and then she says, oh, Mother of Guadalupe, and then he stands up and he says, Guadalupe was my wife's name. And she said, I thought your wife's name was Mabel. And he said, that's her American name. She was born during the Mexican Revolution of 1910 as so.
Brilliant. Oh my God, I love it. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
That made my night. Thank you.
Oh, you're awesome.
Thanks, Sarah.
Thank you. All right, we're going to Carol West.
Hey, Carol.
Hey.
Carol West.
Carol West.
Madame West.
Hello. I miss you guys.
Miss you
Thank
too.
you so much for doing this. I love you, Brendan and Annie. It was so great seeing you.
Oh, thanks. Miss you.
Miss you.
Oh, fantastic. Brought back such great memories. What a great time for this. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Carol. Thank you so much.
Love you all.
Love you
too.
Love you.
Okay, and then let's see. Mark Jacobs says, who says that? Who said that? I don't know what that means, Mark.
Oh, I just saw the question on the screen. Is it about Guadalupe? I think he may have had a glitch on his end too.
Wait a minute. Mark's coming back. Let me see here.
In the director's notes.
Yeah, no, I did a typo there, but first, the name is so hysterical, but the fact that anybody would say Mother of Guadalupe, it's just like the most bizarre thing I've ever heard. So it's priceless.
And you can keep that for your own.
Okay, thank you. I mean, all the things to come out of her mouth right before an orgasm. Anyway, great job.
Thanks, Mark.
You're
All right. Mitch Levine.
Congratulations, cast and director and writer. I have to say it's a little embarrassing being alone at my desk and just bursting out laughing alone. It's a strange sensation, but it just goes, Gena, to the absolute quality you have, an understanding of comedic writing and timing, along with your actors. I mean, just so well imagined and executed. I've loved this play since I first heard it, and brava.
Thank you so much, Mitch. Thank you. Thank you for being with us for the last 2 weeks. That's
Thanks,
awesome.
Mitch. Yes.
You're most very welcome.
Thank you, Mitch.
Welcome,
So,
Todd.
I just want to let everybody know, you can keep on raising hands, but I want to let everybody know that we do this every Friday at 5 o'clock. And we've been really fortunate to have Gena and Gena's work for the last 2 weeks. If you're a playwright, if you're a director, and one amazing thing is that Brendan is phoning in or Zooming in from New York, and Annie is here in California, in LA, and we're both here in LA. So this platform allows everybody to be from anywhere, and that's one of the beautiful things about it. So you can reach me through our website, which is Smartphone Theater, and if you have a play that fits our format, just reach out to me, and I'm reading all the time, and we would love to have you. So same with directors and actors. That's what this is all about. So we're going to keep on going with a few more questions. And let me just say, William Hoffman says this thing is really beautiful. What's really amazing is how quickly it grabs you, fills your heart in one moment, and then completely subverts it in the next. Well done, Gena.
Thank you, William. Thank you so much for being here. We have a lot to talk about. I totally want to hear about your life in the last few months. William is an amazing playwright, and I love his work. And those of us who know his work love it. And it's been an interesting few months for him. But I'm so glad you're here, William. Thank you.
Sarah says, right there with you, Mitch. And Sarah, I think you have your hand up again, or it's the old hand. So I may hit you up again. Be careful. Devin says, although I really wanted them to go to Tahiti together and not have her go back to tongueless Ralph. And then Jim says, so true, Devin. So Sarah, I'm going to hit you one more time. And if you don't want to say anything, then you don't, just say hi, and I'll hang up again.
Actually, I had a question for Greg.
Oh.
I'm wondering if you could give us like the super fast version of your rehearsal process on this.
Yeah, the short answer is absolutely. Having seen these two wonderful performers in the original production was just indelible to me, and Gena knows that, and she literally asked me a short bit ago. She said, "I want you to direct something," and I said, "Well, I want to do Night Train," and that was so. And here we are. And the fact that Annie and Brendan were not only available but willing to, I just told them, "Here's the ship, here's the course, let's go." And it was I had to barely direct this at all, and it was to them and their work, and it was just shaking off a little rust, truly. So it was just getting them more familiar with it, as I knew they were, and eventually it just fell into place. I mean, they're that good. So
well, we had done this before a long time ago, and sometimes you jump into doing something like this again, and you feel like, oh yeah, I got it, I remember it. And Greg was actually able to sort of, we had a sort of a limited amount of time, but he picked a couple spots, and it was kind of like being in the same room, being in a theater, getting direction, pretty cool.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sarah.
Great. I have two questions. One from Jim Fothergill that says that I just saw. Says, Todd and Gena, what is the play next week? So I don't have an answer for you yet. We do have a play in 2 weeks, but tune in. I'm not going to make that announcement yet. That play actually has an option to go next Friday or the following Friday. So that's completely up to them. But again, I'm always reading, and I love that people are actually sending plays. That's like the best thing in the world. Lisa Richards says, what an imagination. Kept it going and going and going. Amazing. And that's from Lisa Richards.
Thank you, Lisa.
Okay. Does, let's see. Hello, Jennifer Lassalette, who Jennifer is texting me at the same time. So hello. I'm so glad you and your mom are here. Hello. It's wonderful. Let me see. Joe Walsh says, thank you. Devin says, love the hats.
Oh, in the background.
There's a wall of hats behind you.
Yeah.
You know, this is, I'll have to say something funny is that, you know, live theater, really, even though we're on Zoom and this is technical, live theater, anything can go wrong. And that's what happened. My computer, actually, I'm going computer shopping this week somehow. My computer just died, and unbelievable. So that's it. And then a friend of mine.
I'm suggesting whatever is accrued in the tip jar goes to your computer fund. That's what I'm suggesting right now.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, thanks. You guys are fantastic. All right. If we have another from Mitch. Thanks again, cast, writer, director, and Todd. Now over to Rachel Maddow. Let's see. Love that. Thank you. Are we automatically on your list now to hear about more plays? You know what? That's a great question. I will, because everybody's being invited from different places. So I will certainly talk to our casts. We now have 2 casts, and Gena and Greg, and make sure that we combine our mailing list so everybody knows about everything. But also, every once in a while, I put up on smartphonetheater.com, I put up by Wednesday what's going to be up on the coming Friday. So if you just check in with this, and then you'll know. Gena, you look like you had something to say.
Well, I was going to let Mark know that he'll always be on the mailing list.
Oh.
I will make sure he's on the mailing list.
Absolutely.
Great. All right. Well, it's 6 o'clock on the way. We have one more. Mark says perfect. Okay. So it's 6 o'clock on the nose, 5 to 6, even with a delay. So thank you guys for coming very much. I want to thank this cast and the director and Gena. You guys you knocked it out of the park. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Todd, for all that you've done.
Thank God.
Brendan, thank you, Annie. Stay safe in Queens, Brendan. So
Yes, thank you, guys.
so much.
Brendan, Annie, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
What a blast. It was a blast.
Bye. Bye, you
All
guys.
Take care. Stay well.
Stay well, stay healthy. See you next week.
Yeah.
All right. Back to Rachel.
Back.